What up? It's Wes again. I wanted to make a video about my 5 years at Amazon and what happened. I mentioned in my last video I need to look at the camera. I'm like spaced out. I mentioned how I was at Amazon 5 years. I got fired abruptly for harassment. I was absolutely innocent, and I know I was a victim of like their spring cleaning. Like they don't want veteran employees sticking around too long. And I got fired for harassment. I had another friend fired for sexual harassment, and he was just joking around. I know another friend who was fired over a Facebook post. They accused her of defaming or trying, I don't know what's the word, defaming or shaming. She shamed another employee using FC research. And I was giving out some examples of like other Amazon veterans who got fired too over very trivial reasons, and their HR department is way too powerful. All these like, little kids in their 20s who can just fire you just over little things like rate, time off tasks, self-directing, whatever. But anyways, I just wanted to share what happened. And so basically the last year there, I was really sick of it. 2019, 2020, there was a lot of gossip about me. I had a lot of enemies. Like a lot of people didn't like me because like I was like a trainer, and honestly, my training vest like got to my head. I started making comments about about people that would stand around, like favorites and stuff like that. I was a trainer. I was really sick of my seasonals, my white badges. They were getting laid off while the little kiss asses basically got to stay and do nothing. I used to like kind of resent them, so I started making like comments about them, making fun of them, and there was a bunch of he said, she said, so I got in trouble for that. And working at Amazon was like basically like being in high school every day, all the time, every week. Yeah, your little cliques in this department, cliques in that department, all this gossip, a lot of chismosas, honestly. And it started really getting to me. So basically what happened was like they would have these like little talent shows, and I would perform at them. I would sing and I could rap. Like I'm not that good at rap, but I can do it like kind of like fun rap, like Dr. Seuss type rap. I have some flows on this channel actually, and I did some public performing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to talk about because it's like it was like really unfair, and I kind of like really regret not filing a lawsuit against Amazon over it, because they basically got away with it. They got away with firing me over a joke that I did that I'd like to share. So basically, at one of their little talent shows, one of let me go back the day before this happened. The day before this happened, this woman went off on me saying you're not moving around, you're just standing around. But she used to assign lanes, so I was like, who cares? She's like, yeah, and then someone from the training department went off on me too, saying I was taking advantage of them, and I was, because I wanted to get away from this woman. But anyways, so I had him drop at the talent show. I had him drop "Who Shot Ya" by Biggie. Ding, 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 ding. So I had him drop "Who Shot Ya" by Biggie, and I had no idea that me performing this rap at this talent show was gonna get me fired and permanently banned from Amazon for the rest of my life. I found out from two sources. I called the ERC, and I emailed Bezos at some link, and someone from his inner circle, from his cabinet, responded to me and told me that you're permanently ineligible for rehire. So basically, I'm banned for the rest of my life. So yeah, I'm just really salty about it too, still, and it still makes me really upset about it, because I actually really liked that job, even though there was a bunch of little high school dramas, very easy work physically, just like scanning items all day, trying to beat TOT and shit. I had a lot of great friends that I suddenly never got to see ever again because of what this woman did to me and her little clique. And anyways, let me just get right to it. And so basically, I had him drop the beat, and then I remember my flow like it was yesterday, because I've thought about it so much over in my head. I go, who shot Wesley Thomas? Someone I'll never see coming in my life. Yeah, I'm gonna pay that price. When I scan an end line, I scan and trickle. I get a burger and I take out the pickle. So it's like fun at first. Like I'm just like, like doing like a little Amazon comedy rap. And everyone was like really liking it too. And I was just like trying to win a gift card. But then honestly, I think I took things a little too far because I was a class clown. I was a show off. I was a juvenile delinquent. And like I'm Italian on my mom's side, so I like to joke around. So, but then I started kind of clowning people in the audience. And then, yeah, they got all butthurt, and that's how they accused me of harassment. So basically, I'm like, you think it's funny? I miss Joe on days she's about as amusing as Bugs Bunny. So I'm taking a shot at one of the area managers, all joking around. And then I go, you like that song, My Sharona? Your favorite PA's Teresa Corona. She was a PA that was very disliked. And I said that in front of a bunch of people. But then I clown these favorites, these POC, point of contact. I'm like, look at me. If I kiss up to a PA, I'll be POC. Because they're like these little favorites I got to stand around. Was I attacking them? No. I was joking around. I actually kind of liked these two. And I knew one of them. I was cool with them too. And I saw him in the audience just like, so I'm fucking just flowing. I'm just like having a good time. Like I'm putting on a show for everybody in Outbound. But this is when I really crossed the line. I went too far. And then I mocked this woman's accent. Like, see, I'm white and she's from Guatemala. I go, I slipped on a banana. Mi nombre is Johanna. Okay? So I just mocked her accent. So I was fucking playing, dude. Like, yeah, I mocked her accent, dude. Like, I was fucking playing. I got caught up in the moment. So what happens was my homie in HR, he pulled me off my center rider later that day, and he's like, Wes, I need to talk to you. And he's like, you offended her. We loved your rap. I'm like, oh shit, like fuck, man. And at that moment, I realized I should have apologized for it, but I didn't, because like my ambassador vest like totally got to my head, and like I was like prideful and shit. Like I wasn't sorry at the moment, but I would be soon. Because I realized looking on how much I would miss that job, and a little bit of time went by, and I got pulled into the office again, little HR office. It's like it felt like being a kid in the principal's office. They're like, Wes, she filed a report. Now you need to file a report. She's saying that you ruined her reputation and that no one takes her seriously. Because a lot of people were coming up to her like, oh, Wes dissed you, woo woo woo. And like I was like, man, I remember like laughing in the HR office, like, man, I feel like a kid in fucking school. Excuse my language. Like I feel like a kid in fucking school. And so I filled out my report. I posted my side of it. I'm like, I find it absolutely ridiculous. Like this woman goes off on me in the line, does her little favorites and shit. And how dare I joke around here? Like, how dare I state the obvious about favoritism and this and that? And like, I felt like Tony Montana and Scarface, dude. Like, I remember thinking to myself, you need people like me. You need people like me to point your fucking fingers. That's how I felt. Like, I'm getting emotional right now just talking about it. You need people like me. That dinner scene in Scarface, I felt like that. And I think my voice is shaking just talking about it, because it's still like painful to this day how freaking unfair it was. It reminded me of something that happened in 8th grade. I got framed and almost expelled for something I didn't do. Maybe I'll make a video about that too. How I got bullied and shit. Like, man, I might have to make a video about that too. Anyway, so then I got pulled into the office again. And these like 2 HR business partners, like tier 5s, like corporate people with their suits on. I've never seen these people in my life. They pull me into this office. They're like, Wesley, like, we understand that you have talent, but you've violated Amazon's harassment policy. Like, I wasn't trying to. Then I started getting mad. See, I'm like reliving it because I used to do acting. I wasn't trying to break their policy. Like, I was just playing woo woo woo. And like, but how did you, when you say her name is Johanna, like, you mocked her accent? Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how are you gonna accuse me of being racist? Like, my wife is Mexican, dude. Like Like, what the fuck, dude? You guys see me kicking with Latinos and blacks all the time. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, it's so easy for you to point your finger at a white man. It's like, you're racist just because you mocked a lady from another country, like, in a joking manner, dude. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, anyways, I'm getting pissed just talking about it, dude. Like, fuck, dude. Like, I'm getting pissed off. It's, like, been a year and a half, dude. It happened in March 2020, like, a month before COVID. And, then they pulled me off this again. They like read off some bullshit ass termination like statement like, Wesley Thomas, you are now terminated for harassment policy violation. We're in your rap. You attacked associates and you were racially insensitive. I was like, I felt like I was in like it didn't feel real. I remember like I was like fucking shaking. I couldn't believe it. And then the area manager guy, like I think he had something to do with it, honestly. Like he just like had this like slimy look on his face, and then they're like, clock out, get his badge, and they fucking walked me out. Then like it felt like 5 years of my life like suddenly ended. Like not like ended, but like it was like a book, a chapter that just shut suddenly. And it was hard. It was painful. Like it took me a long time. I still like kind of like struggled to get over it, how unfair it was. And I was like in fucking shock. Like I went off to a Walmart warehouse and like I was like, man, I don't want to do this like 6 days a week. Then I like went to like Forever 21. There was like nothing to do. And then I went to the Ontario airport, and then it was like a prison warehouse. Like I was like, oh my gosh, dude, I can find something better than this. Then I went to Target, and they singled me out too over rate and safety. And then I've been at UPS ever since. And that's why I'm so grateful for the union there after what happened to me at Amazon in my short time at Target. Yeah, that's why I'm super pro-union, and I flaunt it everywhere I go. Yeah, and if I make a mistake, I can't just be singled out and fired at my UPS job. Anyways, so that's basically what happened to me on Amazon. Yeah, I got framed. I got set up for harassment when I was completely innocent. And that woman's little clique, they got away with it too. I actually kind of want to send this to them too, honestly. I know how to reach them, but that'd be kind of weird. Anyways, but yeah, that's it. That's it.